Growing up in Topeka, Kansas, Art Proctor was a baseball player. He could hit and he could field. What he couldn't do was run, which explains why Proctor soon found himself on the bench. Not playing meant not competing, and Proctor loved to compete. So he chose to play golf full-time, and we do mean full-time. Proctor is 82 years old now and still playing, and he's playing well. It's one thing for a golfer to shoot his age, which Proctor initially did at age 64. It's something entirely different to beat your age by 11 strokes, which Proctor did last spring when he shot 71 at Lincoln Park West. Also out of the norm is playing 23 rounds of golf in a single day, which is precisely what a 44-year-old Proctor did on July 5th of 1983. It was a Guinness Book World Record for most holes in one day on a course without lights. Even more remarkably, Proctor shot 6 under par for the day. His best round was 66. His worst was 75.
Art could do about anything Art wanted to do. He was, like I say, a great self-motivator, a great salesman, could promote himself as good as anybody I've ever seen. Art always had something going on that was promoting Art and the things he could do.
He excelled as a player, a teacher, an innovator, a promoter, and even dabbled in course design. When Proctor crossed over from Kansas into Oklahoma, he promptly was tutored by now fellow Oklahoma Golf Hall of Famers in head pros UC Ferguson at Lincoln Park and Joe Walser at Lake Hefner.
He took up their best traits and tried to add his own. And when he got the head pro job at Kicking Bird in Edmond, Oklahoma in 1971, it was a godsend for him and the city.
In 1971, Proctor became head pro at newly opened Kicking Bird Golf Club, the first municipal course built in Edmond. Cynics projected roughly 22,000 to 23,000 rounds would be played there each year. Thanks in part to Proctor's persistent promotional tactics, more than 39,000 rounds were played the first year, and that number climbed steadily to 66,000 plus. Weekend tee times often were booked through 3 p.m. with an hour waiting list thereafter.
Art, I think, took public golf courses to a new level because of the conditioning and the things he expected out there of that golf course. So Kicking Bird was, one of the first ones, I think, to really provide a high level of golf experience.
It was kind of the cement or the groundwork for golf in Edmond, I think.
Before there was Oak Tree, there was Kicking Bird. Edmond Country Club, they referred to it as. And then, Oak Tree came with Walser and Vossler and all these guys. But Art started it. He saw the potential.
He gave me my first golf professional job in 1977. We had the E.C. Hayford program back then, and that driving range was lined with kids, and all the assistants were out there working with the kids, and the junior program we had there was incredible.
He was the first golf professional in Edmond. First golf course in Edmond was Kicking Bird, and so he started the first junior golf program. And what Art did was he created opportunity for hundreds of kids by giving them jobs. Jobs at the golf course. They didn't get paid a lot, but they got free golf privileges, and Art gave them golf lessons as well. So Art was building this fledgling junior golf program, if you will, from the ground up. And that opportunity that he gave the kids led to championships. And those championships led to probably the greatest dynasty in the history of Oklahoma athletics. I mean, in high school athletics, they are absolutely dominant.
I think everybody ought to be very grateful that he created such a golf enthusiasm here in Edmond itself.
Golf prospects want to learn from the best, and Proctor certainly qualified. Club pros are extremely fortunate to play in one major championship. Proctor competed in 20 majors, 3 PGA championships, 2 U.S. Senior Open championships, 5 British Senior Open championships, and 10 Senior PGA championships.
He was in 20 majors. There are guys, full-time tour players that don't play in 20 majors. He played in 20 professional majors as a club pro. What, are you kidding me?
He was a very accomplished player, there was no doubt about that. But he gave back because he taught the game. Art, not only did he start that great junior golf program where he taught young juniors, but he was teaching guys that played the tour. I think Mark Hayes took golf lessons from him, both Danny and David Edwards did. I saw several tour pros come through Kicking Bird through the years. Ted Goen was another one that played golf at Oklahoma State and played the PGA Tour. So he gave back by teaching the game and by promoting it.
The Oklahoma Open gained a healthy dose of prestige when it was staged at Kicking Bird from 1979 to 1985. In those years, the tournament was won by 4 future Oklahoma Golf Hall of Famers: Danny Edwards in 1979, Dr. Gil Morgan in 1981, Doug Toole in 1982, and Bob Tway in 1985.
He resurrected the Oklahoma Open. There's no other way of looking at it other than it. You can point back to in 1979 when Art got the Oklahoma State Golf Association at the time to bring the championship, the Oklahoma Open, to Kicking Bird. Art resurrected it, and he got all the PGA Tour pros that played the PGA Tour from Oklahoma to come back and play in it. So he gave back by teaching the game and promoting what I believe is the greatest state open in the country.
It's no coincidence junior golf in Edmond has ranked among the nation's elite for the past half-century. It's in large part thanks to Art Proctor, who was smart enough to leave the dugout as a teenager and begin a journey that would culminate with his 2021 induction into the Oklahoma Golf Hall of Fame.